Last Sunday, Temptation Sunday, we saw Jesus recovering from a 40-day tour of the desert and his being invited, we call it tempted, to reconsider his identity. The second Sunday of Lent is always one of the stories, this year we have it from Luke, about this event called Transfiguration. And Matthew, Mark, and Luke do it a little bit differently. Transfigure is a strange thing. We don't do that. We figure, we say, I can figure that out, or I did figure it out, or I saw the figures, we can do it. Or I see your figure and I know you. Transfigure. Figure is, I've got it. Transfigure is, I got it, but I don't got it. It goes beyond my senses, and it goes beyond my sense that I've got it. I know I don't have it. So they are up a mountain, an encounter place in Scripture. They go up to pray, and while Jesus is praying, something happens. And the apostles, it's great. They go up to pray too, and they fall asleep. We think that sleep, nothing happens. I have to wake up to figure it out. The apostles wake up to see Jesus in this state. And they see Jesus talking to Moses, Elijah. It's very interesting. In Luke's account, they are talking, the three of them are talking about the Exodus. Now, Moses knows what the Exodus is. He led them out of Egypt. That was the Exodus. But the presence of God in the prophet Elijah, the leadership of Jesus, of Moses, they're talking about something that's going to happen in Jerusalem in terms of an exodus. And then they don't understand, the apostles don't understand what this exodus is. And then they hear, they go into this cloud and they hear, "This is my beloved Son, listen to him." And the cloud goes away, and they say, "Let's build 3 tents. One for you, one for Moses, one for Elijah, and we've got it. We'll stay here. This is a holy place. We feel good with you. We can listen to you." How similar we are. Let's stay where we've got it. And Jesus says, I have now reestablished it, in a sense, I am my figure now. And we have a mission to do. We have an exodus to do. And we have to stay faithful to it. Fidelity. And they go down from the mountain and they have to live their relationship with Jesus. And Jesus has to live with the relationship he has with his Father and with Moses and Elijah. I spoke this morning by Zoom with 2 different Jesuits in 2 different places, one in Russia and one in Belarus. And the main event or experience they are having is fear within the context of fidelity. Life is really changing. As we hear in the news, they are not exactly in the war, but they are in the economic depression. Food, people are very nervous, and they are staying faithful in a sense to their exodus, to their suffering, to their being faithful to the people with God's fidelity to them. And they say, we can't go. This is where fidelity is. This is where our exodus is. This is where, as Moses was and Elijah was, this is where we are with God's people. And that was very, very prayerful for me this morning. To hear that they are very frightened. There's no doubt about that. And worried about what's next and what's next and what's next. But they are living from the transfiguration. They are with Jesus and they are with the people. It was a bit immersing for me to be there and then to hear people complaining about the price of gas. It was such a conflict. We are being pressured by economic considerations. We've never had to pay this much for gas. And according to our government, we will continue to hurt Russia by not paying them money for their oil. It's going to cost us. But maybe it's our time to enter into the world's people of God. These Jesuits are with people in church. And the amazing thing, and one of the Jesuits said, this might be a good thing in a way, it's really bringing the people together in their fear and in their faith. Maybe it's our time. We don't have any transfigurational experiences. We have the Eucharist. But we are called to be with God's people, faithful. So we are asked to join the people of God, God's people, in whatever experience they have of the Exodus, of the suffering. The Exodus that Moses and Elijah and Jesus were talking about was the passing, the saving experience that Jesus would accomplish in Jerusalem by his passion and death, just as Moses experienced the Exodus saving people. So Jesus and Moses, very similar missions. You and I, similar missions. Those two Jesuits and many faithful around the world, similar missions. Staying faithful to the people of God in whatever way that means. We receive the Eucharist as a gesture that we will receive our play in the people of God. We are not transfigured. We are the figures of Revelation in the experience of the